Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist News in Focus with David Gibbons.
Hello, thanks for joining me. 100 years ago, more than 1,000 representatives from various Christian denominations met in Edinburgh, Scotland to talk mission. This month, with Christians numbering 2.1 billion around the world, mission experts once again gathered in Edinburgh to give thanks. Keynote speakers celebrated the success of the last 100 years and encouraged delegates to be ready for the challenges of the future. Dr. Ganoon Diop from the Adventist Church's Global Mission Study Centres co-chaired the Foundations for Mission session. But there was some sadness with Conference Director Daryl Ballier being suspended from his role only days before the event. Ballier had been strongly and publicly critical of the conference, making claims of bullying and racism. Australian federal opposition leader Tony Abbott was among guests at a fundraiser event for the Novus Foundation. This year, Novus is supporting the Sydney Adventist Hospital's healthcare outreach program. The program organises for medical teams to travel to developing countries and carry out specialist surgeries, including heart operations and burns repair. Nearly $150,000 was raised at the gala dinner. And Tony Abbott expressed his support of the Sydney Adventist Hospital program.
I too have some familiarity with the San Hospital from my days as the Health Minister, and to be sending teams from that great hospital to some of the countries of our region, what better cause could there be?
Christians have long said that Jesus is the answer. But what is the question? Author Nathan Brown offered university students in Brisbane, Australia, the chance to explore questions of belief. Over 5 nights at the Brisbane Adventist Church, he challenged the audience to look beyond simplistic explanations and examine faith intelligently.
Why I try to believe is an admission that we don't have all the answers, but I think there are good reasons for trying to believe, and that belief is an important part of life. It's something that's worth stopping and thinking about, and it's something we have the opportunity to had the opportunity to explore over this series of meetings.
A number of those who attended the lectures have continued to explore their faith with church leaders. Village congregations in Nepal asking for a pastor have been provided with a solution: a preacher that fits into your pocket. An Adventist congregation in the country's west has begun to broadcast church services on radio, covering at least half of the population. Christian radio broadcasters have found that people thirsty for the gospel will gather in public places or one another's homes to listen. With enough resources, it's hoped the broadcast will be extended to the whole country. Australian Prime Minister Kevin Rudd wasn't the only one disappointed by the cancellation of US President Obama's trip to Australia. The Promise, a vocal group from Avondale College in New South Wales, was told that Obama had planned to attend their performance at the Sydney Opera House. Due to security concerns, the singers only found out at the last moment what had been planned.
Amazing Grace is one that we just happened to be able to get acquainted with Greg Jaspers, a jazz arranger from Los Angeles. And Greg very graciously has allowed us to do the Southern Hemisphere premiere of this jazz number.
Adventist World brings us an international perspective every month. In the edition coming out to you on this Sabbath, a new film about creation draws an audience of thousands. The Adventist Church plans to expand its partnership with the World Health Organization, and the church in Jamaica is set to move from mission status to a self-governing union conference. You can watch the full half hour of InFocus every Friday night on Hope Channel, Foxtel Channel 182 and Shine TV in New Zealand. And of course you can watch it online at www.infocus.org.au. Well, that's the news for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.